Welcome to Safari Yangu Podcast, where we tell our stories unapologetically, experiences that shaped us and experiences that continue to shape us. And on today's episode, I am joined by a lovely lady, a founder, an entrepreneur. Oh my God, and we went to high school together, although, although in different years. So guys, meet Marcella. Marcella, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much. I'm honored to be in Safari Yangu. Feels like my personal journey. Safari Yangu. It's my journey, definitely. Yeah. My name is Marcella Karimi, and as she said, I'm a founder, educator. She misses that. Entrepreneur.
Yes.
And I'm here to talk about the journey, how it has been, the ups and downs, and the lessons picked and all that. Yes. She's already summarized stuff.
Yeah. So, Marcella, I met you in a group we are in.
Yes.
A school group, an alumni group for our school, yeah. And I was looking for people to, talk about their safaris. And I think looking at your story, you have like a really impressive journey. I feel like a lot of times women don't take chances, and especially as far as entrepreneurship is concerned. But you have a lot of things you could say.
Definitely.
So tell us, you've done a couple of businesses, including what we will talk about, like Somasoma AI. Yes, but could you probably get us started on where you started, who you are, and how you got to a point where you're like, yeah, I can do business. This is my calling. And even what did you do professionally at school?
All right. I think I'll start by saying that from an early age, I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur.
Nice.
But then my friends who know me from campus, they actually call me Madam CEO. That is that is a nickname that I had back in campus. And I always knew I wanted to find things. I wanted to start things. I wanted to find start businesses. I've started a couple, others have failed, others have thrived along the way, others are in between and all that, in transitions. And I did Bachelor of Education Arts in campus. So I'm a trained teacher of geography and Kiswahili.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Please don't, if what is it called? If my Ngeli is not Aziambatani, please don't sacrifice me for that. On the side, I work as a book editor in one of the leading publishers in the country.
Nice.
And I've had the honor of producing school books, all that others. I'm not going to mention the names here, but yes, I've done a couple of things.
You don't want us to find you?
No, you can find me. If you search Marcella Karimi, you can find me wherever places that you want to find me, on LinkedIn, on Insta, Facebook, whatever.
Okay.
But then let's go back to entrepreneurship journey. Is that from campus, from early days in campus, I used to sell stuff to just sustain myself in school. It was just survival stuff. So I would go to I used to go to River Road. Yes, and get earphones, get chargers, get kettles, and sell them to school. And that's when I realized that buying earphone for 150, that's too expensive, because back in the day I used to buy them at 30 shillings.
What?
Yes, I know you want to believe that, but then and then this is what happens if you're buying earphones in those mashimos down there.
Yeah.
You don't say that you want to buy 50 pieces or 20 pieces. You tell them I want to buy in bulk, and then they ask you how much do you want to buy, how many, and then I want to buy 1,000 of them, and then tell you, so for that we're gonna give you at 30 shillings per piece.
Wow.
And then and then can I see the pieces which are available? And then you're like, you know what, I think I'm gonna take 50. You said it's 30 shillings, so I'm going to take that price. And then phone chargers. Yes, phone chargers, usually out there, I don't know how much chargers cost right now. It's been a minute since I bought a charger. But then I'll get their Maya chargers. They were selling at 100. So I'm just saying, I started this from an early stage of from a place of survival, sustaining myself in school, to a place of actually I have so many ideas that I want to bring to life. And this is and the first business that I think I tried to thrive in was blogging.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The blog was called Life and Living Africa. Launched in 2023. Yes. This is a fully fledged business that I was fully getting into it. I know a lot of people might not agreed like blogging is a full-time career and all that, but yes, I'm here to tell you it's a full-time career for everyone out there who wants to try it out. And with Life and Living Africa, I was trying to write authentic stories instead of like writing like other bloggers. Like if I wanted to focus in education, investment, but mostly more in real estate, because it's an area that I'm really interested to know like what happens in that space. And then I was looking also into like arts. I'm very like art and entertainment space, because I also want to drive traffic and all that, what events are here, what is happening here, who was here and all that. So when I started writing, I realized I had a niche for like storytelling at this point. But then I wanted to do it differently. My storytelling was based on real life authentic stories. So I'm not trying to be like other bloggers and just write generic stories of what is happening on X and just write on that right to the blog. I was looking into like interviewing like real people in the professions, getting someone in education space, like tell me the trends that are happening in education space, and then I'll write them down. At some point that business did not make it, so that's one of the failures actually. Redirection into something else at that point. Because I think what happened is not because I couldn't write. It was more of not into tech really, and this is something I should have probably learned earlier on when I was starting the blog, was that I should have learned how to like update these blogs on my own. And the person who was doing them for me at the time, we fell out, and he couldn't like continue updating the blog, and now I was stuck with a C panel that I don't know how to maneuver that. I don't know what is control panel, right? That's the name.
Yes. You are like the back end of your website.
Yes, the back end of my website. I didn't know how to like do anything, because at
I wish you knew me then. I could have helped.
Even right now I know I would have hacked it, but just that's true. Back in the day there was a lot going on at that time, and I just couldn't like pivot the business to continue. And that is how I ended up like starting another business. Yes. Close to like same year, because I believe like when you're an entrepreneur, your mind is always like thinking of other things. You're just not stuck. Your brain is like a factory and has something new every time to to start
executing. Yes. Wow. Interesting.
So I've always had the mind, and it's in me. Okay.
I like the way you've talked about even the things you did in campus. Let's just probably go back to that for now. When I was in campus, I did a little of business also myself, and maybe I would want you to highlight something specifically for any student who could be listening to us. What are those things you think that students can take a risk on, and why should they actually try? Because I think a lot of times university students have a lot of time on their hands. But you're just there, you go to classes, unarudi kwa hostel, and that's it.
I think it's more of what are you looking for, because as a university student, the money that you're looking for is usually for food, for small funds here and there. You're not thinking big. So I think I also made some mistakes back in the days that I was making some good money by the sense I'm a student, my rent is paid, I have money for food, but then the money that I'm making, I'm not putting anything constructive to it.
You're not investing.
I'm not investing anything. I'm just, today I made 1,500. Good money. What am I doing today? What am I going to do today? What am I going to do tomorrow? And then I wasn't doing any bookkeeping or anything.
I see.
It's just like get here, buy here, no stock taking. I don't even know like at this point what is moving, what is not moving. And I was I started the business with my help money. It's not even the full amount. No, it's at that point I'm like, I have 5,000 and this 5,000 is supposed to take me to like the end of semester. So I have to think of a way to like, generate more money to keep me going.
Interesting.
Because if I run out of this 5,000, that means I won't have money to like, keep me going. More, So it was more of, like, it was a little bit accidental, but then I'm like, no, it is not very accidental because I was like, I need something to keep me going, So bookkeeping is one. You don't just start a business without having like clear plans.
True.
Well, you can. I did, but then I failed. So here we are, learning from lessons, my life lessons, and more of investing. What are you investing? You're just having money, just having like 5,000 in your pocket, like, or having 2,000 a day, but then you can't account for it because if I'm having like 1,500 a day in a month, how much money is that? 15 times 30.
That's a lot of money.
Yes,
actually.
but you're a student and you're doing nothing to it.
Yeah.
So that was bad. I do not recommend.
But actually, also there's the issue of people not taking risks. I think we have this kind of system in Kenya where it's like we are seen as if we are still children. You're already over 18, you've gone to uni, your parents are providing for you, or maybe you have a scholarship or something. So the students are just there wanangoja until the day now you have your degree or certificate, and then you get hired. That's when they start taking risks. But for you, it wasn't the same. You are like, what can I do with my time?
Yeah, I had that time. I had the resources, and what can I do? Because I find like my brain is always on the move.
Yeah.
So honestly,
Entrepreneurial spirit.
Yes, I can't like stay still. At one point, I just say I am done. I'm just gonna relax. No, my brain just doesn't function like that. So taking risk, I think it's part of me. I'm always taking risk. I mean, whatever will work out.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, then I'll just pick up my lessons and move on to the next. It's not the end of the world.
Wow.
And I'm here healthy. So always trying out things. Whatever work will work. If it doesn't, it's okay.
Wow. So you start a blog, and then was this blog making money?
At that point, no, it was about to. It was about to start making money.
So there was like good traffic.
There was good traffic, yes.
Oh, wow.
There's good traffic.
You should go back and do that again.
No, I have an accountability partner who is waiting for me to launch it back tomorrow. No, this podcast is gonna be out in a couple of days, so he won't see this because I know I'm very much afraid of picking his phone calls tomorrow. Yeah.
Interesting.
I'll go back. I just need to sit down and strategize how best I'm going to do because I've already learned back in the day, how to go about it on my own, and right now I know there's so many avenues of how to go about this, but I just need to sit down and make a strategy. This is gonna work whether I have someone to help me on board or not, but mostly with no other person helping me.
So there is no way you can run a business without strategy, bookkeeping. Those are the things I'm taking from
and what you're investing in, because you just want to make money and just have money in your account, and
so you need to be clear.
Definitely.
Nice. And so you pivoted from now blogging and started Excel Uniform.
Yes.
Tell us about that journey, because you have done so many businesses.
Oh my god, at this point I look very serious, just launching businesses every other day. But it's okay.
You keep trying. That's entrepreneurship for you.
Right? So with Excel Uniforms, actually I have never had any social media page for it or any website around it. It was mostly going to the market fully with no word out there, no word in the street. There's just a shop branded Excel Uniforms, and that's it. So a backstory to it is that after high school I worked in a Uniforms Plaza, and at this point, I'm going to mention the year. That will look very old or very soon.
You will talk about not about us.
Oh, stop it. So after high school, and this lady, the lady I was working for at the time was just receiving cash.
Yeah,
this is not the M-Pesa era. Well, M-Pesa was there, but it was not very common to pay something using M-Pesa pre-COVID, definitely. So I think there's a day we made 600,000 in cash. We counted the money. We were like, you know what, guys, just keep the safes. We'll just continue tomorrow. We can't finish counting the money right now.
Wait, because was it the beginning of a school year or something?
Yes, the beginning of a school year in January, the first week of school. People buy uniforms, lots of school uniforms.
Interesting.
So many years later, I was like, you know what? Maybe it's something I can establish. I know school uniform selling has some good money to it, and I did some home science back in the day, so I definitely knew some few measurements to clothes making and all that.
Yeah.
So I bought 4 sewing machines. Okay, the initial investment.
Wow.
I knew some good tailors here and there, and I bought some fabrics. And for the fabric, you might ask, how did I figure out what to sew? Because in Kenya we have the common uniforms. We have white shirts, we have gray trousers or skirts, and then we have navy, not navy blue. Yes, we have navy blue as well. We have sky blue shirts. So I knew there's some common colors that I know. If someone wants to buy a white shirt, you can buy it for primary school or high school at this point. So I just bought the common ones and the ties as well. So in December, I sold I made some really good sales. Even my initial investment was
Nice.
It was even. And then in January, I also made some good sales. In February, things started going downhill because at this point, our parents are not going to buy uniforms and they just bought them back in January.
True.
So because most parents just buy school uniforms maybe once a year or in 2 years time, because maybe the kids are not like growing up every day. And at this point I have 4 sewing machines, I have a sewing station, and I have people are like selling it. And I was like, at this point, this is not sustainable. Yes, I've made some good money, but then I cannot continue running the business through the year, because at this point I was making sales, like selling 3 uniforms in a week. It's not even enough to pay the rent or to pay anyone in the business to keep it running. So I was just like, you know what? This is not a bad business. It's just like, I feel like I should have diversified what I was selling at this point, not just stuck to like school uniforms, because that was very seasonal for me.
True.
Maybe it's something I might like reconsider back later, but at the moment it's closed. But I still have the sewing machine, so I'll definitely go back to it. Maybe just rebrand into something else. I don't know. Yes.
Wow. So at this point now you have actually become an employer, because you hired tailors and stuff like that. What did that journey teach you? For example, like now working with people, you have employees, you need to pay them. What was your biggest lesson?
Letting go of people is hard, especially people who have worked for you. And also like it has helped me to like narrow down onto people, because I'm like, I know you, so when I'm hiring you, there's some traits I'm definitely looking for. I'm even looking, are you a good person out there? Are you going to represent my brand out there the way I represent it? Am I going to just have an activist in my business who will always be posting how shitty of employer that I am? So there was so much to consider, but I'm so grateful to everyone who has worked under me. I've had such a lovely time with every one of you, and wherever you're, if you're gonna see this podcast, just know that I appreciate you being in my circle. I appreciate you working with me, because you make this work easier every day. And it's just like that bit of managing people, and it's more of, you don't expect to just manage people with just Excels and emails and all that. Can you like talk down to people? I'm able to connect with someone at a personal level, because if there's no connection between what I'm doing and who you are as a person, I'm not going to get results from you. Well, I might get results, but then I won't get like, how do I say, you won't feel motivated to work. I won't even feel motivated to keep you, because I don't even know you. I mean, I can just wake up and let you go, but that's not the case in this place. I just want you to also thrive, because I'm also thriving, whether you're working for me or you decide to quit at some point, it's okay. We had a good moment when we were together. It's okay to let people go, but that's the hardest bit about working with people.
Working with, I know, right? Like if you had become their bread and butter.
And then all of a sudden we can't continue this. We have to know.
I can only imagine. And I like the fact that it's not like the business didn't work. It's like it worked, but now maybe you had not foreseen the circumstance of it being like it's seasonal.
I don't know why I didn't think it was seasonal. I actually got parents bought uniforms throughout the year. That was funny.
If you had not said that, I wouldn't have actually also thought about it in that way.
It is seasonal.
Yeah.
Who's going to buy a school skirt in March and just put one in January?
Once you buy that, it's done. Until next year.
Or a tie, unless you get lost. And then how many ties are going to get lost in school? No.
Wow. So in short, like actually for a business like that, it's important to think ahead. Like even maybe when somebody wants to start, it's more about research and thinking like, what is the worst that could happen?
And mostly diversify what you do.
Oh yes, true.
You can't be stuck to one thing.
Yeah.
Seasons change.
Yes.
Yeah. What if the government just wake up one day and says, no, we are not gonna have school uniforms again in Kenya?
Oh yeah.
That can happen. We have countries which do not have school uniforms.
I know.
Well, that might take a little bit in Kenya, but then what am I selling that can actually sustain me after that, at that point?
Your mind is, you have a brilliant mind. An entrepreneur.
That can happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh wow. And also, what did that particular business teach you about yourself? What's like that one thing?
It's more of, because I believe like every business is always like a self-discovery journey. It's not always about the business. It's about how I handle pressure. It's how I handle people. It's how I handle money. It's how I handle planning in all ways.
Interesting.
Because even with the blogging, I need to like schedule, like, no, like this day, this blog is supposed to go up. This day, this is supposed to go up. No, I have written about this twice. I need to like, change this. Even with informs, I need to know, there's supplier who is bringing in the fabric. The machines need to be to be repaired. There's this person who is not going to be around. How do I get another substitute tailor to go this? The people who are selling actually need to get more people. This is not available today. Like, there's lots of planning and there's a lot of like, how do you handle pressure? I cannot break under pressure, by the way. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying. I've been to those points where like
become
I'm
very resilient.
Point. You can't break me with business. It's okay. I've broken a few times, but then no.
Now you are like, bring it on.
Bring it on. I mean, what is the worst that can happen?
Wow.
What is the worst that can happen? Business failing? One has failed. I have moved on. So what's next? So it's always about resilience and teaching you how to actually thrive. Even on days you just feel like, I can't do this, but then you have to wake up and do this. You can't, when you start a business, at first it's always about like the business and it's always about you, and then you realize you have 3 other people. You're like, no, it's not about me. Now I have 3 other people who think now it's true. Who are centered around this business, and it has to work.
Wow. Interesting. I like your spirit. I like the way that first your mind is like always overworking. You're full of ideas, and the fact that you try. I think a lot of times people don't try, so they never even get to know their true potential.
Try. If you fail, if you succeed, well and good. If you don't, you pick up your lessons.
True. Yes, and then we move to the next business.
Yes.
As I said, this is your founder journey. You've gone from, now you are selling earphones to students, to starting a uniform business. You have a blog, and all these times it's like you say something, you learn a lot of lessons. Others, you either quit them or something happens along the way, and then now you get to your present business, which is Somasoma AI.
So in Somasoma AI, I'm the co-founder and the chief operations officer. And Somasoma is an edtech AI company giving artificial intelligence tools to students and teachers. And this is coming from a point of like, I'm a trained teacher, so I have lived the life. I've lived the story. I'm just not out there. These are things I've seen it happen, and I am also like creating solutions to the pain points of what I've lived in classroom, because at some point I was back in the classroom, and what was happening is that usually the head of departments ask for your schemes of work every Friday, and you have to leave like, we used to write in a black book.
Oh no, I remember those books, like the big ones.
Yes, there's a black book you're giving by the admin, and you have to submit it every Friday.
Wow.
And let's say you're teaching like 3 subjects or 4 subjects. I taught in a school that actually I was like the only French teacher in the whole school.
Oh, you do French too?
Yes.
Hello, you didn't mention.
I didn't mention that. Yes, because I did in high school, not in high school, in campus I did geography in Kiswahili.
Oh wow.
But then I did French in high school up to Form 4, and then I did DELF up to DELF B2 at Alliance Française.
Okay.
So usually I have some French teaching gigs. Okay. Yes. So
I see
you have like
some opportunity for you. I'll tell you later.
Okay. So you have like 3 or 4 subjects to teach.
Yeah.
And you have to draw these schemes of work in the book, and you also have to write the lesson plan. And the lesson plan is like, before you step into every lesson, you have to like sit down, structure it. You're like, this is how it's gonna move. These are the materials I'm gonna ensemble. Like, this is what it's gonna like. The lesson is gonna like flow in this, because you actually need that. If you don't have that, somehow things can get lost in between, because you're like, maybe I wanted to teach like, let's say, sedimentary rocks.
Yeah.
But at this point, I'm just getting into class, and I'm like, okay, what are the types? Okay, I know the types in my head. Okay, I know these are the and the nitty-gritty the lesson. But then how do I build onto the lesson, or will I just step into the class and just do a summary of all that? And that's not teaching. So you need to actually involve everything and all that. There's a lot that goes into the classroom teaching. Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's the documentations that now you have to give, because you have to sit down and draft all these, and they have to be checked by your head of department. And if they're not up to par, then you'll be called. Like, why are you not why your documents not well? And then you
Yeah.
have to keep your records of work, and there's lots of like
There's a
professional
lot-
documents
there's a
that you
lot of
have to
things.
submit to the
Yeah.
admin in your teaching journey. So Somasoma was born out of like that point of like, it's time to empower teachers, especially in the era of AI. And when artificial intelligence like kicked off at the end of 2022, yes. December, November, I can't remember thereabout, but it was close there. I was just like, now that we have AI, and in 2023 people started like embracing AI, I was just like, how can this integrate into education? Okay. And there was a need of like, how do I bridge the gap of what is actually happening in the classroom and helping the teachers who are out there to lessen their work, to ease their work with AI. And what we've realized is that we have had these talks of, artificial intelligence is coming to replace you and all
Yes.
that. No, it's not coming to replace any teacher out there, as far as I know. Well, I don't know, but then not in Kenya, at least not in the near future.
You're not yet there.
We are very safe in Kenya here. But then I was just like, there's no need of like, sitting down for hours as a teacher to just draft these with AI in place. It's okay. It's time to embrace AI, and that's how Somasoma was born. And in my founding journey, this is what I can say is that I didn't know anything to do with tech or building anything. I just know like I had some ideas in edtech that needed to be implemented, because initially I was also looking at a place of when teachers usually in Kenya we have teachers during like right now they're on holiday, okay,
yeah.
and then most of the time they don't know what to do with their time. They just wait for schools in January. So even my in the artificial intelligence, tools production for them, I was thinking of a way of upgrading their lives, because there's less like limited work that teachers are aware that they can do to earn more to their livelihood. Because right now it's holiday. What are they doing?
True.
Are they teaching? Schools are closed.
No.
Do they have personal tuitions? Well, they could be there, but then how many teachers are going to get personal tuitions across the country? And then that's how I thought of like Somasoma also just being a teacher's hub, a place where teachers can share their knowledge using the video lessons. They can just record their videos the same way you're being a content creator on YouTube or like, doing a podcast. How about like teachers do educational content and also get paid for it? Because you have so many teachers who would like to share such knowledge, but then they do not have the avenues for that. And if they, maybe they're not even consistent on posting on their TikTok or on their YouTube, and then what are the payments? So I thought of like, make Somasoma a hub for learning. Not just having the AI tools on board, also having a place where like your child can also, instead of looking for YouTube videos, educational videos, which you rarely find, by the way, in Kenya. If you go to YouTube right now and you want to look for mathematics grade 5, you're likely to get like an Indian teaching you. No shade to Indians, I'm just saying
It's the truth.
that is the truth. So make Somasoma the hub where parents feel safe that their children can watch educational videos.
Yeah.
And also make this a hub for the same teachers who are teaching them out there to make authentic Kenyan context-aware videos. Because you don't want your child being taught mathematics by some Indian person out there. You want them to actually learn what is being taught in the curriculum.
Yeah.
And with the CBC right now, we usually pride Somasoma as an AI that is curriculum aligned. We're just not doing AI tools. No, you don't it's not your normal scheme of work out there generated by AI. This is curriculum aligned tools for you. At your disposal. Yes.
Women in tech.
I can say women in tech. My co-founder.
Women in ed tech. No, it is. It's women in ed tech, women in tech. Honestly, sometimes it's not about like you necessarily having the particular skill.
Yeah.
It could be the vision.
Yes.
And then you get people now who have the particular skills to do that for you.
Yes.
That's like a really amazing journey. As somebody who has worked in ed tech before.
Yes.
Wow, you see the things you're talking about, like having videos on that platform where kids can come and learn.
Yes.
That I was talking to you about Hierarch Tech before.
Yes.
That's exactly also part of what we wanted to do with Hierarch Tech. And as you said, a lot of times, even when you look up for videos, akunanga zenye ziko na Kenyan context. It's just other people from other places teaching. Yeah. So, oh my God, that's like really impressive. Have you been able to like onboard teachers to the platform?
Yes. We have a good number of teachers. We launched the business in May this year, and The reception I did so good so far, because our marketing has just been like social media marketing.
Nice.
And we have had some good reception. We have a community of teachers on WhatsApp. Yeah, so we have a community on WhatsApp community. So what you do is basically we teach them how to interpret curriculums, on top of like them subscribing to the AI tools that they have. But then they also need like to feel like we care about them.
Yeah.
Which we actually do. We take you through curriculum interpretation, webinars, how to hack with AI, how to do your stuff with the AI and all that, and also like receiving their feedback, what is working, what is not working, what would they like improved and all that, so that we feel like that community also, because our product is mostly also going through like the development phases still.
Nice.
We also need like that feedback to actually implement.
Teachers, yeah.
To actually implement what is working and what is not working at this point. Yes.
Interesting. So as far as maybe like you talked about schemes of work.
Yes.
From your particular platform now, Soma AI.
Somasoma AI.
Somasoma AI.
Yes.
Does it mean like when a teacher wants to generate one, they can just go there, input something, and then they're able to get like a whole something, like a draft they can work with, or how does it work?
So for you to so you need to make a subscription as a teacher. Teachers get to pay 400 shillings. Kenya shillings.
Yeah.
400 shillings a month, and students get to pay 500 shillings a month. And this is what is in your 400, is that you can download as many schemes of work as you can. You just grade the learning area. The learning area is a subject.
Oh, so it's like the AI generates these on your behalf.
Yes.
You've kind of trained the AI.
Yes, you just give prompts. I want to grade 8 mathematics.
It's like working with ChatGPT.
Yes.
You are like, okay, I'm
but
thinking
then
of this,
it's like
this and
ChatGPT,
that.
but not your normal ChatGPT, because then we have like prompts. So just click. This is grade 8. This is mathematics. I'm looking for geometry. Whenever I learn in mathematics, I was not very good in math, I must admit. Okay.
At least you can count money.
Yes, I can count money. Yes.
That's what I always tell myself.
Yes, and then you get to download it, or you can just edit more to add like other features that you want. Maybe like you want to add your resource tools to your scheme of work.
That makes it a lot easier.
It's curriculum aligned, so whatever you're downloading is basically CBC aligned. So the topics, the learning areas, and all that.
Oh wow. And how has been you said that when you worked as a teacher you were given like this black book where you're supposed to write.
Yes.
How has that worked out for teachers? Do you have like a good feedback from teachers? Maybe they've downloaded, they've printed, taken it to their schools, and it's approved by the
mostly
HODs, yeah.
So Masama is just supposed to the time that you spend drafting these schemes of work, and
it isn't your work.
It's not your work. You're supposed to concentrate on the students' performance, connecting to students, the real actual teaching. You don't have like a bug in your brain. You're like, oh my god, I need to draft this. I need to bond with my family in the evening. I need to run some errands in the evening, and I have this to draft and submit them. So what is happening right now with schemes of work is the most schools have embraced soft copy submissions, or you just print them and just submit them, because it's just like a script. Definitely I'm gonna be using this, so it's easier. You just need less than 5 minutes to generate all this. Actually it's a minute.
Wow.
Grade 8 mathematics geometry, grade 8 mathematics term 1, voila, you're gone.
Oh my god.
So no more sitting down with your black book.
Oh wow.
Unless you really want to.
Oh wow. Have you like considered working with partnering with schools, or maybe the Ministry of Education or something of the sort?
With the Ministry of Education, talks underway, but then we need to know what is the ministry looking at. Is it looking to just artificial intelligence as a way of upscaling teachers, or and all that talks.
True,
but then partners with schools, yes, we already have some schools on board. We have already done some trainings with some of their teachers, so this is something definitely that is already working, that's already in place.
Oh wow.
Yes, but with the ministry, then we need to pick up the conversation and just know how best can we come in as an artificial intelligence edtech company into the government.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, okay. So you are a female founder in the ed tech space.
Yes.
What challenges have stood out for you as you're trying to do this?
I can't say much challenges. I might be biased saying this. I feel like it's still a very male-dominated space. I might be biased again.
You're not. It's the
just
truth.
like the people that I've been meeting in this space mostly are men.
Yeah.
of course, I've met some wonderful, beautiful ladies. But then I'm still like, I still meet like so many men, like so many men who are founders of so many, ed tech companies out there. I'm just like, okay, looks like we are in this together.
Yeah.
I feel like that is one. Yes, but no, I'm not calling ed tech a male-dominated field, but sometimes kind of feels like it.
I think it is actually.
I don't know. I just I know many people in that space who are men than women.
I think so. I think in a lot of fields it's the same, even in tech itself, just as tech.
Yeah.
Because I've been in ed tech myself,
Yeah.
and I think even like the people I worked with were just men.
Yeah.
I think, is it that also women don't take more risks as far as like trying to venture into maybe ed tech is concerned?
I don't know at this point. Maybe it's risk, or it's more of people don't know how they're going to thrive in such a space. We could say like edtech is crowded, but it's not. I don't find it's crowded.
No, it's not.
You just need to find your niche and just build on it, whether you're a man or woman at this point. Yes, that is one challenge. The next is that right now we are in era of AI, and everyone is trying to embed AI. Something AI. I don't know if there's anyone who is doing a business without AI by there at the moment. If you're launching a business without AI, I don't know where you are. I need to connect with you so that I know where to start.
Yeah.
No, I have so many businesses that I could start with AI.
I was in this, or I have been in this WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
We were having a discussion about AI. We were learning how to animate, and then the idea of using ChatGPT and other AI tools came up. And then somebody was saying AI is unethical. AI will, like, we were talking about mostly illustrations.
Yeah.
They're like, we should stick to people drawing and stuff like that. Now you being in the industry, having used like AI and getting teachers to a place where like their schemes of work, it's like just a prompt away.
Yeah.
How do you feel about a conversation like that? And do you feel like people should just maybe have sort of a mindset shift with regards to AI, or?
Definitely it's needed, because I believe like in every technology or in every space there are usually pros and cons. People could say, it's unethical, it's killing their creativity, or they don't have time to like think through all that. Because like we have so many other things to think through.
True.
It's okay. It's okay to shift your focus into something else. And if there's a way we can always make our work easier. It's like when you're using a washing machine. Why can't we still get stuck into the traditional way of washing the clothes?
There's some people who believe like wives should actually wash ile hand washing ya ukweli.
I've left the chat. Okay? I have left the chat.
Not you.
I have left the chat. I'm just saying, what's the point of, if there's a machine that can help me do it, what's the point of bending my back to do my laundry? Let's be serious. Even with AI, it's the same. So if there's a way I can get this done in
quicker,
minutes,
I
and
know.
then do other things, what's the point of not embracing it?
That's true.
Of course, we have the pros and cons of using AI and all that, and you have to be cautious and all that. But what I would say is that you have to be. And right now, I think one of the problems that we're having is that we have so many AIs. There's so many.
Every day something new.
There is so many much information out there. You just have to, make your own personal decision of like, this is what works, this is what doesn't work.
True.
The unethical bit is still like conversations that people are trying to work through around it, because maybe the images that being generated, the charts and all that. So there's lots of that, but it's mostly at decision making by the people are like starting these AIs. So they definitely have to put like some guardrails into regard of how like to protect the people using the AI in this space. But yes, if you can save time, why not?
I know. And then
you can have time to go and do your hobbies like swimming or hiking or cycling or something else.
And AI doesn't necessarily work like a standalone thing.
No.
It's the prompts you're talking about.
I have to sit there actually.
And think like creatively. Like, I want you to generate this is the thing, blah blah blah, and then you get what you need. Like, you can't, it doesn't think on its own.
No. I have to sit there and give it a piece of my brain for it to work.
Honestly, I was just adding to your thoughts. I feel like right now where we are at, it's like also when the computers came, people were like, computers will replace people. They didn't. So that's the thing. I feel like right now, somebody refusing to learn how to use AI, it's it's gonna be a them problem.
It's gonna work against them.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think at this point everybody needs to learn how to leverage it.
Definitely.
Yeah, so that
Yes.
they can move forward. Oh, okay. So, and what has that been that thing that has surprised you about the growth of Somasoma from its inception up to now?
This is supposed to be an inside info. Is that when we started?
Yeah.
We were mostly very broad educational AI, but then we realized our reception was mostly by teachers.
Okay.
Yeah. So as much as we have AI tools for parents and for the children, we felt like our audience was more of teachers. So there's a shift. So I think it's when you start a business, you think it's for everyone.
Yeah.
And then as you move, you realize actually this is my target. This is it's not really everyone. Yes, there's a space for everyone, but there's a space you specialize.
True.
I'm into this. So that is one of the learnings that I've had to know. And also there's the part of people not knowing what is artificial intelligence.
Yes, that's true.
That was so shocking. I don't know why it was shocking, given that I've been in this space and I know teachers are a little bit conservative, myself included. Okay, don't throw stones at me. It's just like you don't want to like move from your way of doing things. You're a little bit rigid to how much I can accommodate in terms of tech, you know that. So that was a little bit shocking. Yes, and also this is the first business that I co-founded with someone.
Okay.
So there was a lot of like learning how to navigate this as you too, because now this is just not your idea fully. There's also someone else's input that you have to take into consideration. You know, you have to see, deliberate, this is working, this is not working. You have to take other person's perspective. Yes, there was a lot of that. Given like the other businesses, I've just run them alone. Yeah. So whatever worked, whatever didn't work, I took all that.
It's my own stuff.
Yes, but now at this point, you're like, I'm not alone. So even if I have like this, I need to implement tomorrow. I have to seek, I have to let the other person know. Yeah. Let's talk. Is this gonna work? Is it gonna work? That. Yes.
Wow. Interesting. Now you've run a lot of businesses. Some of them they have failed. Others have succeeded.
Yeah.
It's like a learning curve. And the good thing is that you don't give up. It's like you're always looking forward to the next idea or trying something new.
Yeah.
And that is like a lot of times people don't have that sort of resilience. What has been the thing that kept you going all the times, like maybe something has not worked according to your expectations?
Oof, how do I answer that? As I said earlier, I knew from an early age that I'm gonna be an entrepreneur. Okay, and I always knew, like, my brain has like this a million idea things in my head to implement.
Yeah.
So what usually determines what is gonna work out and what's not gonna work out is like at the moment, what do I want to do tomorrow? What can I launch tomorrow?
Yeah.
I even wake up and launch something tomorrow. Who knows? That's how my brain works. But then I do not want to be in a point where I'm like a serial founder. Serial founders are people. That means I want to be giving attention to something fully.
You have so many things running.
Yes, no. I want to like concentrate on one thing. If you have noticed from what I've narrated is that there's no business that's actually running
concurrently
with another.
Yeah.
It's just like this finished. There's no way to like work this out. Even if I want to, maybe it's something I can pick it up later. But then right now I'm focusing on one.
Yeah.
Because I don't want my brain to be like fully engaged in so many things that I don't know what to give attention and what to like not to give attention at this point. And I also need some time to myself, because as an entrepreneur you can experience burnout very easily because you do not have your normal working hours. That's not normal working.
True.
You can be working, you can be replying to an email at 2 a.m. because you need to, and you have a meeting, let's say at 5 a.m. with someone else who is in a different time zone, and you have to make this work, and you have like other meetings in the day, physical meetings that you have to show up. So there's lots that need to be, you have to like, how do I say, pace yourself.
Yes, true.
Give yourself time and give yourself grace.
Yeah.
Especially when whatever is in your brain is not working. And usually I remind myself I am not a failure. It's the business that failed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe it was
has
not meant
nothing
to happen
do.
at the time.
Maybe it was not meant to be. But because it started, it was actually meant to be.
Yeah, I like
So-
your spirit.
So
Like,
there's
like
that part.
I'm not branding myself.
No, if this failed, that is not me who failed. It's the business just couldn't work on its own.
Honestly, that's like very positive of you. Honestly, I think I'll borrow that from you.
You're not a failure, it's the business that failed. Yes.
Oh, wow. I think that's a very positive outlook.
Yeah.
That everyone needs in life, honestly, because sometimes we hold ourselves down and beat ourselves up. You're like, why didn't it work? What
it's okay.
didn't I do right or whatever? But maybe it wasn't.
It was
even
not meant to be. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Wow. Interesting. So, looking at your journey, like, what would be the summary of some of the biggest lessons you've learned from your founder journey that
Do
you
not
could
be
share?
afraid to start things. Do not be afraid. Whether they will work out or not, start and then find out later. Whatever will work, you'll figure it out. It may not work from the onset,
Yeah.
or it might work from the onset. And that is something you'll only discover if you start. If you don't, you won't know what will have worked, what will have not have worked in this space. Or maybe it can just direct into something else.
By the way,
Yes, whatever you started out with is not gonna work, but then you learn so many things along there. You're like, okay, now let's see. This is where I'm actually meant to be in this space.
true.
Yes.
And you would say, like, for example, for you even found your true calling in, because you did education.
Yes.
And now you're trying to solve a real problem.
In education space.
Ish.
Yes.
Yes, please.
So it's just like something that I'm in this space. Okay, let's try to figure out how this works. It would be so weird if I was solving health problems. And I'm in education space though. That would be so funny.
Yeah, because I think, like, your background sort of gives you, like, even you understand what really needs to change.
Yes, but even in other businesses, I wasn't running anything fully out of space. No. These are things from, like, my personal space, from experience of others and all that. And it's like, you know what? This should work. Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't have many learnings. I'm still learning, guys. Okay, I'm still learning how to navigate all through this.
Yeah.
But yes, I'd like to be in a space where, like, I'm fully committed to, like, into one business that works, and it's okay. Whatever works. Whatever doesn't, you just pick up your lessons and move on to the next.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice. Do you follow Shiko? What is her name? Is
Shiko.
it? Yeah, Shiko, the one who does a lot of selling huku in Nairobi.
Yes, I do. I
You
do.
follow her journey?
Yes.
What is the one inspiring thing you think you find in her journey?
Shiko is a very good marketer. I love that for her. She
Yes,
can tell me
please.
a lando in mass, and I'll be so much interested to know.
Yeah.
How do I get a piece of mass? That's what I like about her. She's always very aggressive about what she's selling. We might be having some little bit trolls out there on social media, which is very bound to happen if you're into anything really. But then I admire her spirit of resilience and just putting herself out there. Like, this is what I stand for. Give me your money, I can deliver.
Yeah.
Yes.
By the way, I've been watching her journey for the last 1 year, from the time she started shipping things for people from China.
Yeah.
And the one thing I have learned this year from her is that marketing aspect, as you've said. I think for me, the biggest challenge I've always had,
Yeah.
I have so many skills. I'm very talented. But when it comes to, like, selling my skills or my whatever out here,
Yeah.
that's the hard part for me. So it's like, if you give me something to execute, as long as I have the skills, I'll do it very
But
perfectly.
now, when it comes to you yourself, you don't know how to.
Yeah, and also, yes, when I'm working with other people, it's very easy. But when it's my own thing, that has been my biggest challenge, which I have been trying to overcome, actually.
Yeah.
And seeing, like, the way she talks about her business, the way, oh my God, I watch her videos,
Yes.
and I'm like, I need to do
This
more.
should be me. I should be putting myself out there more.
I know. I'm like, yeah, I need to do more. So that for me also has really stood out about her journey.
Interesting.
Yeah. And when you're building all these businesses you've been building, have you ever felt like a pressure to do them, or it comes from a place of, I love this, I want to try this?
No, do not use this against me, okay? But usually it comes from a place of very impromptu decisions.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Like, even when I was starting the blog, I just thought, I was like, you know what? I think I can write something. Okay, let me just figure out, what can I write? What stories am I passionate about?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get the domain rolling.
Wow. Interesting.
So it's usually my projects are usually very. But I don't know I get inspiration very
randomly,
like what to begin. Of course, I might be having like these ideas in my head, but about the when do I start? It's just my brain saying it's tomorrow or today.
Although somebody told me
Yeah.
that sometimes when you start, like people, especially for somebody like you,
Yeah.
that when an idea hits you
Yeah.
and you don't implement it, it's like a gift from God. That's what somebody told me a while back.
Maybe.
When you don't implement it, the gift skips you and goes to the next person.
I'll never let a gift skip me. I'm implementing the same day.
You're like,
I'm launching the business the same day.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
never letting anything. I've never been one of those people who sit with an idea for 2 years. What am I doing with that idea? That's a very stupid idea in my brain. No, it's
so
today.
you don't want to be exhausted.
No. I'll get exhausted tomorrow and find out why I'm being exhausted in this space.
Wow.
Yes. It's more of like, I have this. Okay, let's see how this goes.
Wow.
It's like when you want to eat something, when you're craving something and you want to order. You take 5 days to think of what to order.
No, it's like
I want this today. Put it in my cart.
Yeah,
check out.
yes, please.
Yes. There's no you're going to sit on an idea for 1 year, and then when other people have launched similar ideas, you know what? I actually thought of starting this many years ago, but then I never. What kind of bullshit stories are those?
Are you trolling me? I've ever heard that.
No, I'm not trolling you.
No,
I'm
like
saying.
I've ever sat on an idea like that, and then somebody started it. I was like, oh, this is
my idea.
This is exactly what I wanted to do.
And
But I didn't.
did you start
yeah.
figure it out along the way?
That's a good lesson.
Yes.
Wow.
So whenever it hits you, do not overthink.
Run with it.
Yes.
Wow.
You'll just think how to do, not overthinking when you've not started anything.
That's true. I agree with you.
Yeah.
And what would be that one thing you would tell your younger self in an entrepreneurial context?
Things always get better. They never get harder. It's always better. You always learn more. You get to meet better people in the space that you're in. You get to meet your tribe. Because it's like when I started in EdTech, I didn't know anyone in EdTech space.
Nice. Okay.
It's more of like, let's know what conversations are out there. What are they talking about in EdTech? What are they implementing out there in EdTech? And I also do want to be like a very general person in EdTech space as well.
True,
Even
true.
in other businesses, the blog. I was just not blogging about anything. I didn't want to do like those gossip blogs or something. No.
It was intentional.
It was intentional. Like, this is what I want. And this is the niche that I'm gonna like craft myself into.
Wow.
You know? Yeah.
Hey, any last words? Thoughts?
Now you should sign up to somasoma.app. That is our website. You can check me out on LinkedIn. Marcella Karimi. I'm very fast on LinkedIn than any other social media, which is funny and crazy at the same time because I don't think I like LinkedIn that much. Yes. If you're trying to figure out what you want to do with your life, it's okay to. Sometimes you can feel stuck because you have so many things in your head, but then ask yourself, what is that thing that I can do today? You don't have to start big. It's okay to start small, and it's okay to start when you don't know where you're starting at. So you'll just figure out along the way on how to maneuver through things. And entrepreneurship journey is not a walk in the park. It's not a walk in the park. I've had sleepless nights. That's funny. For someone who enjoys sleep so much. There are days that I can't sleep because I have so much on my plate. I'm just like, when do I need to do this? Or how do I need to do this? Who do I need to talk? Who do I need to meet? And all that. And it's okay. And what I need to tell people is that as you start along the way, you realize that you find your tribe. You find someone who's going through the same as you. And it's okay to team up with those people because that's your tribe. Those are the people. I can't be calling my campus friends and telling them, like, right now I have some business meeting that is, stretching me because I need to, like, pay for my flat and all that. No, I know people are in the same space who know how to maneuver this. Like, this is how you maneuver this, is how you do your decks, this is how you show up, this is how, and all that. And because they probably know a person or two also in their space to connect me to.
True.
You'll find your tribe along the way. So just start today, tomorrow, today mostly. Yeah, don't wait for tomorrow. If you're ordering food online, you don't wait for 5 years to order something that you wanted. At this point, it's no longer in stock. So it's okay to just check out the cart today.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's okay to check out the cart today.
Yes.
Wow. That's my takeaway. Wow. Honestly, thank you so much. I think you have had like quite the journey.
Yeah.
And when it comes to, as I said, women starting businesses, sometimes women hold themselves back or they don't want to try. But from your journey,
No, there's nothing holding me back. I'm still young. I can find out. I can start 50 businesses tomorrow. But that will be too much, and that will be a very red flag out there. Yes.
wow.
Do not hold yourself back because you're a woman or not. No. I've never. I think I'm so grateful, maybe to the schools that I went to and to the communities that I grew up around. Is that you're always told as a woman to go after things. Never never take a back seat. You know, you can't take a back seat as a woman in this age and era.
That's
and
true.
I've always grown up as a very extroverted child. Not very extroverted as an adult, but I was very, very curious, always asking questions. You know, and right now as an adult, I realize how that important was because it was teaching me the confidence to actually maneuver the space.
Yeah.
So I've never felt like belittled because I'm a woman in any space, really. No.
Nice.
I'm just equally as important as anyone else in the room.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you, Marcella, for coming to the
Thank
Safari
you so
Yangu
much for
podcast.
having me.
Yeah, it's been nice getting to hear about your safari, your journey of resilience, and the fact that you've built from scratch, learned so many lessons, like redirected yourselves, like to start new ventures. When you are stuck somewhere, you are like, no, there's always new ideas. Let me try this. And I think that's the spirit I would encourage maybe our viewers and listeners to actually have and embrace their safaris, because we don't have like another tomorrow to think about. Today is what is guaranteed.
Yes.
So as you said, check out your cat today. That's what you said, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you for sharing that. It's a very inspirational journey.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see where Somasoma AI goes.
Yes.
And the direction it takes. And also the many other ventures you're going to open. I can't also wait to see, like, you know, I need to read the things you write. So I think you should revive your blog, because Kenya, I don't think we have so many bloggers, honestly, that give like quality stuff. So that might be a very good thing.
I'll be back on it.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes. So thank you for gracing us with your very precious, insightful journey.
Yes.
It's been nice. And I have been your host, Miss Kimaru. Until the next time, this has been the Founder Series. This has been the Safari Yangu Podcast. I'm your host, Miss Kimaru, and we've had our guests, Marcella. Thank you for showing up.
Thank you.
Until the next one,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.